Hey everybody. So today I want to introduce and teach you a very special technique that uses TOFU BOFU funnels where basically you introduce people to a video, a very strong video, and then retarget people who watch that video with additional content that warms them up further to get them to do what you ideally want them to do. Um, so with this client, we discovered a winning ad pattern, and you can see here that we spent about 1,500 some dollars and got 1670 followers from that. So that's under $1 per follower. Now, we want to, well, the client provided me with new imagery, and so we want to plug it in, and I want to use this special technique that I'm going to show you here today. So, first things first, I already have the content created over here. So I'm going to plug this in by creating a new ad set. So I'm going to press the green create button here. And then I'm going to name this D&D plus Kickstarter. And I'm going to leave the ad blank for now. So I'm going to set this up as a website pixel. Let's check this on real quick. Let's see what pixel number they're using. I'm using the Metapixel Helper plugin for Chrome. And it says the last four digits are 6110. So let's match that up over here. That'll be this one. And so I'm going to set it to a lead event because we have the Kickstarter page here hooked up with lead tracking. Okay, so the rest looks fine. Now we're going to start editing the audience. So I'm going to switch to original audience. And then change the location to United States. I'm going to switch up the age to more of Kickstarter audience. In fact, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check his age. So he set it blank. So I'm just going to follow his lead there. Instead, normally I would tighten it up down to like at least like here, or maybe even age 45 or 39 if necessary. But I'm going to do what worked to start, how the client originally had it set up, using my guides. And now let's go inside and design the ad. So we're going to call this one video teaser supers. And we're going to scroll down to the bottom here. And I'm going to remove this button because for some reason it booted up with that. And let's plug in the URL real quick. Okay. And now, let's see. Use Learn More button. Another alternative you can use with Kickstarter follow ads is sign up. But let's stick with Learn More for now. And so I crafted some new text forms, so let's try that one and plug this in real quick. And then I also want to plug in his originals. So to analyze that real quick, I'm going to go and cancel out of that and go and press breakdown, this drop down up here, by creative element. And then I'm going to do headline. Now I can see the results from the previous ad. So it looks like the best one was definitely get 35% off on Kickstarter now. So I'm just going to copy that over into the new ad and plug that in there. And once again, with the primary text, this one won. Put that in there. Oh, not that. This one. Okay, now let's plug in the video. So I'm going to add a video in here. And so what this video is, it goes over all the different, it's a collection, essentially. So let's upload this real quick. No cuts needed, no cropping. I'm going to turn off relevant comments and text improvements for now. You could always turn these back on later and it won't destroy your engagement currently on the video. But for now, I'm going to leave those off. Press done. And was there description text? Nope, none. Okay. And let's see here. The right pixel. Yep, everything's good around here. All right, this looks good. All right, so before I continue with the rest of the thing, I'm going to publish this. And now we can build an audience that targets this video and grabs the people who watched it. We needed to publish it first before it allow us to do so, though. So, oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to set up the audiences, didn't I? So I'm gonna, see, I labeled this Dungeons and Dragons plus Kickstarter. So I'm gonna do Dungeons and Dragons. And then define further and Kickstarter. So I also have this add an audience templates, which you can find on my website, prelaunch.marketing. And if you go down here to audience templates, you're going to find what I call qualifiers, which are it tries to identify people who are Kickstarter users. So another one I like to use is tech publications, gaming pubs, tech hardware like GeForce or Newegg. So I'm going to plug this one in under Kickstarter. Let's drop that in there. All right, now for Dungeons and Dragons, I have a more expanded one down here under niche interests. Just paste it right in. Sometimes they'll miss some. Like this one, it missed Baldur's Gate. So let's drop that back in there. And I'm going to remove Path of Exile. Okay, that looks pretty solid. Oh, let's call this D plus Tech Hub. Okay, so now that that's corrected, republish that. All right, so now continuing forward, I'm going to go over to the left menu here where it says Audiences. Open that up in a new tab. Okay, now I'm going to press Create Audience. I'm going to create a custom audience and then select Video under Meta Sources. Press Next. Now I'm going to choose at least 3 seconds of I think it would be under this page. Yep, this is the one. All right, so then I select that, press confirm, and we're going to call this video view 3 second, and then the video name, which would be like teaser supers. Okay, and that's all I need to do there. All right, so I can close out of that and return back here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this new ad set that I just made, press duplicate, and then duplicate it. Okay, and so now that we're in, I'm going to call this retarget video view plus expansion. Oh, and probably the name of the video, which should be these are supers. Okay, so let's verify everything. This all looks golden. Okay, so I'm gonna go under custom audiences, and then I'm going to find it under here, customize. See, it's still populating, but in the meantime, we can just hook that in. So here's the key thing. We're going to turn on Advantage Custom Audience and reach people beyond when it's likely to improve performance. And so what this is going to do is, so when people see the video, they get stuck into this audience that's going to this is going to contain more content like images and stuff. But then when it exhausts the retargeting, instead of just feeding them more and more and more ads because you want to spend more and more money, it's going to start reaching beyond like a lookalike audience where you control the affinity between through the budget. So like if you try to scale the budget really tall, it's gonna, look more and more broadly beyond. So, okay, now that that is hooked in, is there anything else I want to do? It's United States, right? Yeah, perfect. I can remove these. I can remove all those. Okay, yeah, so now it's no interest. So now it's just going to use this as a pure lookalike kind of audience. And so now the strategy here is to seed this audience through this just the original video, right? So we keep this budget around like $10-20 a day for 3 days or so, and then you control this budget. So you're gonna maybe start this out $10 because there's just not gonna be a lot of people in there, right? But then when you want to scale up, you scale up. Like, you can spend, I've spent thousands of dollars a day using this strategy because it works so darn well. It only works, of course, when your video is really good and it's attracting the right people to watch. Okay, so anyway, now that I have the retarget audience set up, now I need to populate with ads. So I'm going to press edit here, and I'm going to leave this video in there, so if in case they want to see it again. But now we're going to create some images which are going to satisfy more placements across all Facebook. So like they can see the video in limited places like Reels and Stories in the feed. But then there's, these the sidebar placements and various other placements that are image only. So we're going to be able to reach in a broader way in a very highly targeted manner. So call this image dash, let's look through the images here. So I have promo caption, CTA, and white box. So let's call this a promo caption. Okay. And now I'm going to delete the video and let's add in the image. Okay. Press next. Original cropping. I want to turn off relevant comments for now. And turn on expand image. That should be interesting. Visual touch-ups. Yeah, let's do that. Image template. Now, see, if we turn on image template, it'll turn on a double headline here. We don't want that, so let's make sure that's turned off as well. Image filter. I don't think it'll benefit too much from being brightened, but we could try it because it is a relatively somewhat darker photo. Press done. Okay, now we're going to do that again. We're going to quick duplicate. We're going to do this for each image. So this one is just called simply caption. Okay, now that it's all set up, as mentioned, okay, so to review, this one, which has detailed interest targeting of D&D and tech publications, has only the video in it. And then on the retargeting audience, we turn on audience expansion, and then remove the detailed targeting, and then drop in a bunch of different images or additional video teasers as well, including the original video that they saw, to keep populating it with more data, of course. And so you just basically let this roll, and then you don't touch the budget to the detail interest targeting. You just scale up and down the retargeting audience and budget so that it can turn this to $80 a day, and then $200 a day, then 600 or 1,000. But yeah, so to start though, I'm just gonna match or be less. So let's start this off at 10 because it's gonna need data. Okay, so that's good to go. All right, so that's the cool super special technique that I've used to do a whole lot. We've raised hundreds of thousands of wish lists on Steam, tens of thousands of Kickstarter followers using this method. It really does work when the video is very strong. It's a killer move. Well, I hope you learned something. Thank you for watching, and I wish you a wonderful day. Take care.